So quite a lot of people message me saying, I miss your breakdowns on your sports codes. They're so profound. And the reason I've not been doing as many is because, obviously, I now preach the word of God. But I'm going to show you something really deep here with the LA Rams beating the Minnesota Vikings. So, LA Rams, whose roster includes Lake and Rivers, win and honor fire victims. Remember the Lakers? Their most recent NBA Finals win was against the Heat. Laker fire riddle. But it's staggering to me that LA was short of water during the LA fires, and LA Rams have Lake and Rivers on their roster. And I'll just confirm that for you right now, guys. So this here is the Rams roster. Ronnie Rivers. All right. Obviously, rivers connect to water. Think about Moses, who was sent down the river Nile. And then we have Quentin Lake. Lake, like the lake of fire. But obviously lakes connect to water as well. So, even like Cooper Cup, you drink water out of a cup. But for me, the rivers and the lake is extremely interesting with what's just happened with the fires in LA. And they played this game in Arizona, in Phoenix. Okay, like the rise of the Phoenix. Fire. So, for the numbers, the LA Rams stayed on 28 playoff losses. It's a perfect number, is 28. And 28 is the 7th triangular number. We know that World War I began on 28-7. The Rams, they stayed on 7 season losses. And the Vikings stayed on 7 road playoff wins. 7 is the 4th prime number. And 4 is a big number with LA. LA equals 4 in gematria. And the Rams stayed on 4 season home losses as the Vikings ended the season with 4 season losses. Now, Sam Darnold's had a big season this season, but all because of the code. And today the numbers were against him. And look how many times he was sacked. 9. 9 was a big number, guys. The Rams limited the Vikings to 9 points. This is a team who'd won 14 games this season. The opening touchdown was by number 29, Williams. 23 is the 9th prime. All right, there was a lot of 9s. The Rams end on 27 points, which is 9 plus 9 plus 9. 2 plus 7 is 9. So the Rams picked up their 16th home win versus the Vikings. 16 square root equals 4. Just know that Tom Brady, the GOAT, was drafted on 16-4. The Vikings stayed on 24 playoff wins and got their 21st playoff road loss. 21 is the 6th triangular number. The Vikings ended the season with 6 road wins. This was their 9th road game of the season as well. So they ended 6-3. The game ended with 36 total points. Okay. Which is 6 times 6. And the Rams became 11-7 for the season. A span of exactly 11 months and 7 days after Matt Stafford's birthday. Now, just to show you how coded it all is, Matt Stafford, all right, the quarterback for the Rams, born on 2/7, Look how he's 36 for another 6 connection. But born on 2/7, 1988 in Tampa, Florida. Tom Brady won his last Super Bowl. He won it with Tampa in Tampa on 2/7 on Matt Stafford's birthday. And Matt Stafford born on 2/7. 2 plus 7 gets you 9. So Stafford was born on 2/7. The Vikings stayed on 27 wins versus the LA Rams. Stafford, he threw 27 passes. 27. Sam Darnold, who is the Vikings quarterback, he's 27. Born in California, of course. Born in California. When you add up the jersey numbers of Sam Darnold, number 14, and Stafford, number 9, you get 23. The 9th prime number. There's 27 books in the New Testament, which you all should be reading as we approach the end of days. So the Rams win 27-9, and Matt Stafford was born on 2/7 and he wears number 9. Come on. And Stafford, he was selected first overall pick by the Lions. And Jesus Christ is the Lion of Judah. And he's coming back very soon. Look at Matthew Stafford. Aaron, the brother of Moses, had a staff. Okay, Matthew was a disciple. The Bible is revealed in these sports, guys. I show you it every day. But you've got to know the Bible to see it. So the Vikings, they ended with a 14-4 record. This is my birthday, by the way. But the 144 is huge in the Bible because God has sealed 144,000 angels, and the kingdom of heaven is at hand is in the Bible 144 times. Guys, there's a reason why there's 1,440 minutes in a day. LA equals 14-4. How interesting that I lived in LA. 14 times 4 equals 56. The Rams won Super Bowl 56. I actually called the exact score in that Super Bowl pre-game and the opening touchdown. Finished 23-20. Opening touchdown. Odell Beckham Jr. Number 3. The Rams win by 3 points. Again. When you type in 3 into the Gematinator, it gets you 56. There's a whole 3 riddle, guys. And literally called the exact score. Now, the opening touchdown was by Williams. And in the Old Testament, God used the name I Am to identify himself as Yahweh. And Williams, who has the I Am in his name, scored the opening touchdown. And we must obey the will of the great I Am, which is, of course, God. You see how Will I Am is the lead singer of the Black Eyed Peas? It's blasphemy. And again, the more you get to know the Word of God, the more you can identify blasphemy. And that's why each and every day I get better at this, because the more I study the Word of God, the more wisdom He gives me. I appreciate everyone on my website. They all shared their finds for the Rams. Amazing work. There's a guy on my website called Savvy who's just amazing. But LA Chargers, they went out. They weren't going to let LA Rams go out as well. You have to also look at narrative. Both LA franchises were not going to go out. And they need to keep distracting the residents of LA. If you would have seen all the posters in the stadium, they're all thanking their heroes, firefighters. Well, isn't it their job to put out fires? That's their job, no? But again, it's still honouring men, honouring the flesh. Okay? Now is the time to focus on the Spirit, on the Word of God, on salvation, whilst you still can, because we are still in the period of grace, but it's coming to an end. And all those who are not saved yet, you're running out of time. And if you refuse to accept the truth, you will spend eternity in the lake of fire with Satan and the fallen angels and every other person who didn't love the truth of the Word of God. So there you have it. I'll continue to shine light on the darkness and show you that everything ultimately points to God. God wins.